Hey friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Mindy. I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kids. Today I'm going to talk about my kindergarten curriculum picks. So I'm super excited to share with you the curriculum picks that I have for my 5-year-old who is moving into kindergarten. And first of all, I just want you to know that for me, curriculum is a tool. It is not the end all be all to teach my child the skills and concepts that they should know within that subject matter. So for instance, I'm going to show you primarily my math curriculum and my ELA curriculum that I've chosen to use for my daughter. However, we use a ton of other resources, especially for math and ELA. That being said, I use a ton of games in our homeschool, especially for math and ELA. Be sure to check out this math video right here where I'm highlighting just a handful of the games that we have. Still have yet to make part 2 for that video, but check that out if you're interested in some of the math games that I use in my homeschool. Also, we use a ton of resources from the library, a lot of picture books, novels, and things like that as well. So let's jump into it. We are going to be using The Good and the Beautiful's Math K. Now I use this with my older daughter who is now in 2nd grade, and she absolutely loved it. It's filled with games. The skills and concepts are right on par for what a kindergarten student should be using. So it comes with the textbook, and you should be able to know these things. There's no teacher manual with this level K here. And then it comes with this math box here with a whole bunch of different manipulatives that your child will be using in correlation with the things that he or she is learning. Moving on to ELA, I feel like I have a ton of things to show you. ELA is something I am super passionate about. I just love it. It was my favorite thing to teach when I was teaching in the public school system, and just teaching a child to read is just so, it's such a good feeling. Like, I taught that kid how to read. That is so awesome. Anyway, so I love teaching reading. So ELA is a whole bunch of skills and concepts. At the kindergarten level, I am mostly focused on handwriting, letter sounds, identifying letters, and also making sure that we have those beginning reading level skills like blending beginning sounds into other words and combining all sounds to make one word. All right, so anyway, we are going to start off with doing some handwriting practice, getting those fine motor skills going, making sure that she is forming letters correctly. And so The Good and the Beautiful is phenomenal for handwriting practice. All right. So here's that. Then moving on, we are going to be starting off with this kindergarten prep course book. This is also from The Good and the Beautiful. I would not start this course with her until she knows all of her letters, can identify them, I should say, and can identify all of the letter sounds. And we're talking uppercase and lowercase. And so this is just an overview of what my daughter will be learning in this course here. This is something I will definitely do before we jump into the level K. In addition to the kindergarten prep, there is one resource that I do use from Simply K Master Books for my daughter, and that is the little books in the back of the text here. They're at the very back. They're just these teeny tiny little things that she cuts out, and she just reads it. M monkey, mouse, moon. You get the picture. But anyway, we have a whole bunch of these, okay? And she will just sit down and read them to me. So this has helped tremendously with the skills that I want her to know. So after she has been successful with kindergarten prep, we're going to move on to The Good and the Beautiful's Level K Language Arts and Literature course book. Now, I am choosing to print this year to save us a little bit of money. And so I have just printed everything off and put it in a 3-ring notebook. Along with this course, it comes with booster books and booster cards. Let me show you what those look like. Here are the booster cards, and I have this from my previous daughter. So the way that it works are the cards move along with the lessons in level K. So even before starting the course, it gives you like a little pre-assessment. Like your student needs to identify all of the vowels, all of these letters here. And then they even need to be able to blend two letters together before starting the kindergarten course. So this is something I really need to work with her on, is letter sounds individually first, and then the blending of two sounds. And then as you move through the course, it's very gentle to begin with. So for instance, this is the first booster card, at, hat, okay? And then as you move throughout the course, your child will be practicing more skills. So CK, and then double consonants here. And then endings, so ing, and things like that. So it comes with the booster cards, and they move right along with the lessons in the course book. And then it also comes with booster books. So here are the booster books. There are 20 of them, and these also go along with the lessons in the course book. So for example, book 1 starts off very simple, and it has CVC words. The book is called I Dig. I highly doubt these books are in order. No, they are completely out of order, but this is the size of the books, for instance. And so this is book 13, so this is going to have a lot more in it that the kids will need to read, but you can get an idea of what they're going to be reading. Okay, so there's that. And then as you get toward the end, the very last book 20 works on inflectional ending, ED, and then sight words group 4. Here's book 18. This will kind of give you an idea. So here's spring. All right, and then, so here we go. Moving on to reading all of these things here. I also purchased before the book series. These are kindergarten books, Pet Pals. There are 4 big books here. They work on these things. Again, they move right along with level K, and it's just additional practice, because when they're first starting out learning how to read, they really, really need to have books in their hands so they can practice the skills that they are learning. Okay, so, and they're all about little characters and their pets, so they're super cute. So Jack and Jet, Seth and Socks, Bess and Belle, and then Liz and Pip. Okay, science this year for my kindergartner is going to be with my second grader in a family subjects sort of manner. They are going to be doing that in the morning together, and they're using Sparks and Stars from the Good and the Beautiful. Okay, then history, and I talk about this a little bit in my morning basket video, but history is going to mostly be coming from what your kindergartner needs to know, because they start out with very gentle topics for history and things like that. And I did show a little bit about that in the video, so be sure to check out my family subjects / morning basket video so you can see me talk about that a little bit more. But basically, I'm going to be using this as kind of like our spine, but then using a whole bunch of other resources, books from the library that talk about things like the presidents of the United States and things like that. I do have this resource here, Superstars of History, which kind of go over some of the people that we might be talking about. So for example, we might be learning about Christopher Columbus on Columbus Day. So here's what this book looks like. This kind of highlights some information about him. It gives a timeline, what his legacy was. For instance, John Cabot, Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan. All of those people were also explorers, so you can further start looking into those people if your kiddo was interested. That about wraps it up. If you have any questions, please let me know. Be on the lookout for my other curriculum picks for my second grader and ninth grader. And I'll see you guys in the next video.